Hello, Riskies. Welcome to the Too Risky Show. I'm Too Risky. This is episode 3 of the Too Risky Show, and it's titled Allowing the Creative Out. We all have something innate in us that is different, that is yearning to come out. Until you allow or open that door for that creative, I say, beast to come out, you're just someone that is yearning to be great, but not great yet. We have an awesome guest today that we'll be interviewing or interacting with, and her name is Kodj from Ghana. She's an awesome, one-of-a-kind designer from Dansoman, Accra. For those that don't know, Ghana is in West Africa. So we'll be having an awesome interaction. Stay tuned and enjoy.
Hi everyone, my name is Kodj. I'm a fashion designer located in Ghana, Africa, and yeah, this is me.
Nice.
hmm
This is episode 3, right, of the Too Risky
Yeah.
Show, and it's titled "Allowing the Creative Out." So for most of us, right, everybody has some level of creativity in them, right?
hmm
And
Yeah,
there's a door that you have to open to let it all out because you don't know what is
yeah,
behind that door. So
that's true.
how did it all start for you?
Okay. Um, so all right, so I'll start by saying that when I started this whole business, I started as a normal person. I never had intention of starting to be a fashion designer, but I had intention of starting to be into science, something like a dietitian. And I saw that I love mixing colors and I love putting patterns together to create something. And I said, okay, let me try, you know, turn into that um, section to see what comes out of it. And yeah, I it wasn't easy because I didn't know anything. I started from zero. So I used to go to school where the fashion school where they were kind of like they knew everything before, so they were kind of like more prepared. But I was zero prepared. I had no idea what fashion was even about because I thought I could do something just because I thought I can draw or sketch or mix colors. Yeah, and starting wasn't easy, but it got to a point that I had to be my own motivator. You know, I had people to look up to, but the people will always tell you you can do it. But what if you hear that you can do it and you've not practically done it? How are you motivated by that? So I was like, okay, let me motivate myself and, you know, move from there and see the next episode of my life. Yeah. So yeah, I finished school. I actually went to Accra Technical University. Former it was Accra Poly in Accra, Ghana. And yeah, I graduated with, should I say something like first class? Yay. First class, it wasn't easy getting there. I struggled to get that too as well. But it all came together. And after school, that is real life. After school, I was like, okay, everything is going to be cool. I'm not gonna suffer. I'm gonna, I'm just gonna slide it through very easy because, I'm done with school. I have good grades. Yes. I've gotten all that I know. I think I'm okay. I think I can move and all that. But not knowing that was actually the beginning of the main fashion designing dream. So yeah, it wasn't easy getting people to get to know you, to get to trust you with their fabrics, to get to leave a whole work on you, thinking that you would do it for them, their important programs, because we are also into I am into fashion, um gown, like fashionary gowns, evening wears and casuals and all that. So we do more like people's wedding and all. Yeah, so people entrusting me with their fabric on a big program like that is a big deal. That thing I had to spoil two people's fabric on a go, and I had to buy it for them because they were like, you don't just call our fabric because they don't even understand that I'm just starting. They believe that I've gone to school, so I should know better. But I was also like in kind of like a reaction with them, interaction with them for them to understand it that I just school and they need to understand by my level, but people weren't ready to understand your level. They just want perfection. So you need to give them perfection. And yeah, it was a big blow. And I keep motivating myself. I keep watching videos. I keep, listening to big people, especially those that are into the business, the industry for some time now. I keep asking questions from them. When I go to like this kind of fashion forums, I ask a lot of questions because I don't know that where I stand, I am okay or not. So I need to know what to do because I'm like, I don't know how they got there and I don't know how I will get there. So, yeah, I had a lot of things, but that still wasn't an encouragement to me. That was just a word saying. I saw that I need to encourage my own self.
Nice.
I need to encourage my own self by doing more and pushing harder and making people to trust me, you know.
Nice.
And yeah, that is how I started this fashion business. And at first, I started at home. I started working at home, and little by little, I got a place, a shop. That is where I am currently, Dansoman, in Accra, Ghana. And small, small, small. It was just me, 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 me. Then I got one lady who was kind of like an apprentice, learning and at the same time helping me. And I got like it just kept happening. Girls kept coming. I got workers on board, and now we have this industry now, Kodj Couture. Yeah, so that's how I started.
That's amazing, to hear your story. I also have heard that in the designing industry,
Hmm.
building trust is one of the most difficult things to do. That's what I found out.
Yeah,
Because for
yeah,
people to trust you with their work, they have
yeah,
to have known what you can do. So, can you just walk me through the process of building that trust with your customers?
yeah. So that's a very good question. Getting the trust of customers doesn't just come like it's a lot. It involves a lot. You need to show them your confidence. One, your personality. You need to be more confident in you, how you talk, in how you present yourself, in what you have on the table for them. You don't just come and you be like, okay, you want me to do this for you. Okay, I got you. You got me. How do you got me? That is the answer they want. How am I sure that you're gonna do this without any mistake? You need to talk with them in a confidence level. You need to show them that you know your game, you know how you do it, you know your work. You need not to like lips on and be like, um, um, it's like you're confused. You don't know what you're about, or kind of like you don't know what you are given, or you don't know what you are serving on the table. You need to know what you are giving. You need to know you need to let the person know that you know what you're about, you know your work. So it's all about building your confidence level and also letting the client like don't look elsewhere, kind of like be in that kind of eye connection with them. Let them understand you, let them see the truth in your eye that you are being very truthful. Um, that is it. That is it for yeah, that is it for me. That is how I got their trust. And I make sure that if I get time, if I give a time, let's say you have from 21st to 20th, and I give you 25th, I make sure you get it on 22nd just to win your trust. So that the next time you come, you know that I'm definitely going to be the time and I'm definitely going to produce what you want. And even if you come and there is a bit of adjustment, I make sure I do it and that you don't have to, it doesn't have to be that much, right? But it will just probably just be probably just like be attached and you can still take it the same day. So with this kind of person, when he or she is given a recommendation, she knows what she's saying, you know. The
Wow.
new clients that comes also are kind of like expectant because they've heard of you, so they know they're expecting, so the trust start building from there, and people get to know you, people gets to know you. Because there is a saying that when you lose a client, you've lost thousands of them. Because through one person you could be connected with billions, and through one person you could be trusted by billions because they are just gonna tell people about how good you are, how trustworthy you are, how committed you are with your work. So I would say that is how it started.
Thank you. So I've learned something that on Risky's, I hope you're listening too. She said that she was making sure her work is on time and there's mistakes, she talks to clients about it. And then she said something about, first time when she messed up someone's design, but she was bold enough to tell the person I did, then replaced it. I bet it cost you something, but that's also a way of building trust. One thing that I've been meaning to really ask you is, um, what inspired you? I know you've talked about the desire for colors and everything, but what is what did you see out there that you go like, I can do this too? Like what was the inspiration?
Okay, that's a very, very good question because this is a bit hilarious for me. But yeah, when I tell you, I know probably you laugh. So there was this lady who used to sew for us way, way back, Africans and their mummies and how they want you to sew a dress that you can wear for years and years and you can still be wearing. So my mom went to this local seamstress and she made this dress for me and my sister. My sister was quite cool, but mine, I thought she chose for mine wasn't working because I love colors and the construction of the work. At that time, I was really tiny and kind of like a pin. I was so smallish. And she did the dress like a boo boo, a very big dress, like a TikTok person wearing it. And you can't see me. I was vanished in it. I was lost in the dress. It's only my head. I see that my head was coming out of the dress. You can't see any part of my body coming out. So the construction of the work was so poor. I felt that this could be done this way, this could be done that way. I look like a masquerade because when my friends saw me, they were literally laughing at me. And it got me to that emotion that, I could have done this, I could have done that. Because I had this doll, this small doll that I used to sew for. And, I've done funny, dresses for it. And it was nice. So why can't someone who has taken my measurements, who says that she is a fashion designer, can do this for me? And I'm like, I can do better if I was to give this kind of chance. I will make sure this will fit you to your size. And because of that, my sister was able to wear hers, but I couldn't wear mine. So I had to be at home.
Wow, that's
That was my
interesting.
dad's celebration. Yeah, I had to be at home and they went for it. I couldn't go because, uh, anyway, that's it.
All right, so that's a great segue to my next question. So I'm talking about activism and also body shaming and all. So my question is, as a designer, you design for different sizes of females. I know you only do females, not males. So you design for different sizes of females, and the world is, now very broad and open, a global village. When you are
Yeah.
designing for different sizes of people, you are leaving your mark on people. People are
Hmm.
taking stands with your design.
Yeah.
How do you incorporate your activism to people's designs that you do for people?
Yeah. All right. So I would say that it all starts with, I've said it before, the confidence of the client. Okay. Size doesn't matter to me when it comes to designing. Size doesn't matter. It always deals with the confidence of the client. Even when it comes to the order, like, I need to probably she saw, let's say, that size coming, she saw a tiny, skinny, still wearing it. And she's like, that is what she wants. Depending on the confidence of the person, sometimes presentation is very, very necessary because sometimes you need to know the person is whether he or she can wear that dress. They don't come in that kind of presentation. They just come to you and they'll be like, I want to do this, but without having that kind of like, cheek there, like, yeah, they could rock it. You can't do something like that for them. You can just advise them that why don't you choose this design? But if the person comes to you with that boldness and like this is what I want, and the fire burns in that person, talks with that kind of move, that hey, this person can actually rock this. It doesn't matter about the size. It matters all about the person's confidence. If you don't have confidence in you, you can wear certain things. And you the designer, you need to also know how you match patterns for sizes. You need to know there are some patterns that comes in strips like horizontal, vertical. we don't use certain things, certain towel lines for slimmer slimmer people. We don't also use some kind of like horizontal lines for, you know, plus size people. You need to know all this, make research, do your research, um, get to know all this before you start designing or before you have um, a one-on-one conversation with a client. Yeah, so I would definitely and always say that it depends on the client's confidence level. That will make me know whether the dress or the style that they've chosen, if it's good for them or it's not appropriate.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So, this show is the Too Risky Show, and it's all about taking risk, right? People who are willing to take risks to get to the next level.
yeah.
The question I have for you is, it's in two folds. How is the Ghana or the Ghanaian design industry, fashion industry like? And also,
Mm-hmm,
how do you seek to disrupt in a sense, to change that industry?
mm-hmm. All right. So with the Ghanaian fashion industry, it's now more competitive competition because like everybody wants to get there. Like, most people are doing wedding stuff, mostly traditional wedding stuff. So why don't I want to start with mixing the Western wedding stuff to traditional. A bit of here, a bit of there, join it. Let's see how it comes. Let's see how people accept that. Because here in Ghana, everything is very like with our traditional, we do more kente. So everything is like kente, beading, everything. So can we do kente and add something Western to it without beading? Which most designers haven't tried that because as like we are subjected to one thing, everybody starts doing and everybody goes in like, hey, this is now in vogue, everybody's doing, let's do it. But if some designers could just, think about it and change just a bit of it, I think we're gonna be amazing. You know,
That's
it's
interesting.
not always about kente. Yeah, it's more than kente. It's more than kente. If only because here in Ghana it's mostly kente. The kente is actually a woven fabric. It's a woven fabric that is very in different colors. That is what we mostly use for our traditional wear. Yeah. But when it comes to our civil weddings and others, we have these white dresses that we wear that is normal. But I'm thinking that if Ghanaians could do something different apart from kente, that would really, really also sell internationally.
So
That
that's what
will
you
be the
so that's what
perfect
you'll be
thing.
doing, right? That's what you would be
Yeah,
doing, right? Or
exactly.
that's what you were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
we've come to part of the show where we'll take a little bit of a break and then we'll continue, right?
No Fabiana. Yeah.
Hey, yo, Riskies, welcome back to the Two Risky Show. And we still have here Kodj, an amazing designer from Ghana, West Africa. And if you don't know, Ghana is a hub for everything great in Africa, entertainment, designs, and everything else. So my next question for you is this. As a designer, right? I've seen like, Balenciaga on their fashion shows. I've seen Burberry and all of that. And they do very like extravagant couture designs and stuff. And my question
Yeah,
is like, why don't we see that in Ghana? Why don't I see somebody wearing like a kente that is all over their head or something, Like what is that
yeah.
really? What is happening? Like I just want to understand it.
Okay. So probably we've not really gotten that exposure, but there's that happens here in Ghana. Just that most people don't do the extra because after they do it, it doesn't sell.
Okay.
Celebs don't buy it to wear for their red carpet shows and all that. Other other programs like other big stars or those people that are there, they don't really come and buy it. So I think that is the challenges that we face now. Even though you do it, it doesn't, it doesn't sell. But some people still go to the edge of doing it,
Mhm.
and they just leave it there, and it just becomes a waste,
Okay.
you know. So now most designers don't really do it because it doesn't sell. But in the States, they do it because it sells. You see, um, who should I use an example? Nicki Minaj and Lady Gaga, some of the stuffs from the designers, which is very extravagant, so amazing. You're like, wow, how did this person did it? But it's not about a day work. It's something that they've done it and used it for a fashion show, and probably the celebs have seen it and they've purchased it. But here in Ghana, it's not going to be purchased. Nobody, nobody, nah. We
Okay.
don't like weird stuff because probably maybe because of the heat. Yeah,
So it also depends on the demand for it. But so and then the
yeah,
next question will be, if that is the case, because these designers, they do designs for seasons, right? So
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I stand corrected. I'm yet to
Yeah,
see I'm yet to see different seasons and different designs from Ghanaian designers. I've seen a couple,
yeah,
I don't want to mention the
yeah,
wrong name. The name I'm just drawing blank, but I've seen a couple where they have like their summer designs and they have their like June rainy season kind of design, Hamatan design. Like we are yet to really like see that from Ghanaian these top designers like you, where like you say this is Kodj's summer design. These are the five
yeah,
designs that we're going for. Or this is the Hamatan season
yeah.
when it's dry and humid. This is the Kodj design for that. When are we going to see that? What is happening? You know.
Okay. So that's a very good question. So with now, with economy system now, things are not as stable as before. So you need to do kind of like create an awareness for people to really know what you are about or what you have installed for them, so that they get prepared and they get to buy and purchase. So right now, I would say that with a season now, it's we are getting to Christmas season, and um, the demand is all kind of like extravagant, beauty, colors, kind of like more party. So if you do a design now in this season, it should be more celebrating designs. It shouldn't be more cold. Like, yeah, it shouldn't be more, you know, be kind of like really easy dress. Like here in Ghana, seasonal dresses actually sometimes sell, sometimes doesn't, because most people in Ghana wants to um wear over and over again, right? They want to wear their dresses over and over again. So they want something that is really comfy, right? And at the same time, very, very nice and unique. So when you put all those things together, you also check the season, then you know which one to go for, right? So here you don't just design it as seasonal, just as how the states they do it. Here in Ghana, you do something that won't be out of fashion, that people can reuse it. Because here in Ghana, they like to reuse what they have sewn. They don't want to just wear it for just one day and just leave it or trash it out, right? So that is what we do here. Is like bring out something that the person can wear it severally. Apart from wedding, I'm talking about casual and
Mm.
party dresses. Do something that the person will feel very, very cool in it. Whether it being sunny or it being cold, you could still wear, right?
Right.
Yeah. Because when you bring it in a season like that, in a hot season, and probably you've done a long sleeve and you want it to be short, or probably you want it to be a slim hand, you would have to alterate it. And alteration here to cost. So to prevent those costs and those, yeah, you just go like do something that I can wear it any weather.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
We I want you to speak to the riskies, to the audience, right? I want you to
Mm-hmm.
tell them there's a myth that I want us to dispel today, right? There are many people outside that
Mm-hmm.
always want to get Ghanaian designers to design for them. But there's this myth that
Yeah,
they will not produce the work on time. The quality they promise, never there. And they will
mm-hmm.
play hide and seek with you to the very end.
No.
So what do you have to tell customers, future customers out there that, want to do business with Ghanaian designers, not just you, but Ghanaian designers as a whole? What kind of hope are you going to give us?
Okay. Thank you very much for this question too as well. So first of all, for you to get a trust in a Ghanaian person, the first thing you should know is your communication level should be really much so that we understand it. We just need to understand what you have on the table. Anybody, not just Ghanaians, anyone you want to have a business connection with, or you want to purchase from, or you want the person to work for you, you don't start by giving the person a less communication. It should be more communication, and don't start by talking about money, but start by talking about quality. That's the difference. People mistake. They start talking about money, and even the person will be forced to take it because of the money he or she had. But I think the thing should start by saying the quality. This is what I need. This is what I'm expecting. I need the stitches to be this. Give the person all the inquiries, all the necessary that you need in the dress. Give it to the person, which is the designer. Don't start with the money. Hi, I can pay you any amount. I just need this dress to be done. No, you don't start with us. It's human being, not just Ghanaians. Everybody likes money. So when you start with money makes people take things that they can't even do. The standard of what you are expecting, if the person can meet it, and you tell the person the time frame. Most clients comes to me, okay, so 80% of my clients are not here in Ghana. Why? Because I started with foreign people, thanks to God. Then I started with Ghanaians. So with that, I've seen they don't joke with their time. So if I give you, for example, myself, I give you just like what I was explaining, 21st, it has to be done 22nd. Sorry, 25th, it has to be done 22nd, so that you don't have to wait till 25th to come and wear. Then you have probably cheese or something, then you have to come again. No, that's too long. Probably you have a whole 5 days to use whatever you want to do in that day. But if I should put you in a tight corner, what if you have other things to do? And what if you come and you don't, you don't like probably something about it and you want to change it? Nothing can be, because it's a very short time. So I encourage people to not just now work, start talking about work, start talking about work with like a minute, start talking about work with what you want to expect, the quality level that you expect from the designer, the details of it, like the time frame and everything. Then you ask the person and you go into an agreement. Okay, you go into an agreement. Don't just leave it verbal. You go and let there be a signage. Okay, an agreement in a signage form. I agree that this person will finish and I'll come for it, and I agree to this announcement to start. But if you go verbally, there is nothing stated that I'm supposed to give you this by this date or address by that date. But if you have a document, it's more easier. So I entreat all designers to do that. Clients, they need assurance. They need that kind of assurance. They need you to prove to them that they can always come back to you. I always say to people that the happiness of clients makes you happy. So if you can't meet what you want, you can't, that time frame, you can't meet their expectations, then I'm sorry, you yourself as a designer can't be happy.
Thank you, man.
Messed someone's
Yeah.
I have messed someone's whole time, whole moment. Oh, you've messed it up just within a second by just a single mistake that you think that, oh, this is just a small mistake. It's a big mistake. So,
Thank you. Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
think that people should, um, everybody should never talk about money when it starts to come to someone. Everybody should start with what the text, the
Okay, so
details, everything.
yeah,
So if it's my personal hand and they're like, sorry, I can't do it.
yeah. Thank you so much for what you said. You said, um, first off, you don't talk money. You don't start by talking money. You got to communicate a lot with the designer for them to know what you want. Be detailed as possible. Make sure there's a signage so that everything goes according to plan. And you, as a designer, what you do is that you make sure that you do your work. If you give the person on the 10th, you finish the work by the 5th, so that there's time
Yeah.
for if there's alterations need to do anything. This is so amazing because I believe as Riskies listen to, they will know that it can be done.
Yeah.
We have like a minute left. What I want you to do is inspire the next generation of designers. I know you also train and develop designers as well. I want you to inspire the next
Yeah.
generation. 1 minute, just inspire the next generation, you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So hi, upcoming designers. Yeah, I would like to entreat everyone who wants to learn fashion design, any probably sketching, drawing, putting things together, sketching, doing things. Come as how you are. Don't think about what people are doing. Come as what you have. Everybody has a gift. If that is your gift, don't, don't even think of what someone is doing. You've seen this person doing much better than you, and you think that when you start, you're going to fail. When you start, you're going to make it. That is all. Starting is not easy. But when you start, you're going to make it. Because you need to follow that procedure. Right? Don't start, don't just climb the wall and you just get to your destination. You climb, you have some sauce, you go through some, you have some jumpings to do and all that before you get to your victory generation. So you have to, go through all these stages before you get to treat everybody that never stop the fire burning in you.
She said, never
Let it
stop the fire
burn and
burning.
burn
Never stop the fire
in
burning
you.
you. And that's amazing. We literally up with time. So they said never stop the fire burning in you. Keep it burning and keep it burning. Thank you so much for having you, Coach. It's an amazing opportunity to have with you. And we will definitely reach out to you again. Thank you. All right. Hey, Riskies, this is the end of episode 3 of the Two Risky Show. And it's amazing to have Kodj here. I will entreat you to click on the notification button and follow her as well on Instagram. She has a massive following, and let's continue to spread the good news. And then we out. Riskies, thank you so much for staying with us and interacting. For an amazing guest, what we've learned. If you have any questions, type it down there. We'll definitely get back to you. It's awesome to have you listening and also watching. Let's keep on interacting, inspiring each other, and be creative. If you already know, if you are creative, this is home for you.